morning, everyone. Gina here, and welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm actually going to be doing a video that I haven't done in a while. I've done one reaction video in the past, and it was on coupon fraud, but today I'm actually going to react to a video from NIKKI'Phillippi'S. So I have been a follower of NIKKI'Phillippi for a long time. Like, I go back to her Just Like That days. So I have been following her since her Just Like That days, and she lived in California for a very long time, and then her family moved to Nashville. They were going through international adoption, and then they ultimately just had a son of their own. So she got pregnant, and they have a newborn son named Logan. And I was taking some me time. I was in the bath scrolling my subscription feed, and she posted a video about the quarantine. And at first I was a little hesitant to click on it because all the videos I've been watching about the quarantine, it's just been all negative. It's been, causing me more fear. It's been panic videos. It's been, showing the excessive hauls of groceries. And so the videos that I have been watching are, people's thumbnails of, have I tested positive, or excessive grocery hauls, like all sorts of craziness. And I wasn't sure like what I was going to actually get from her channel. So I went ahead and clicked on the video, and you guys, I am so happy I did. So I do not have the permission to actually like share her video in this video, so I'm not going to do that because I don't have her permission to use her video in this video, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to kind of like briefly go over some of her points that she made that I thought were just spot on and had me think of this quarantine a little differently. So last week, it was a struggle last week with me. Like, normally I'm a homebody type person, but when I've known that something's been taken away from me, it makes things a lot harder. Like when you know something is like untouchable, or something is not there, or your family can't come over, or you can't go and get a drink with your friend, or you can't go to your favorite restaurant, you can't go to Starbucks and just sit and read. Like, when those things are all of a sudden like abruptly taken away from you, like I felt like I craved that more than I ever had before. So last week I had a real struggle of figuring out like what I was going to do. And honestly, like I was getting very depressed. I was getting very mopey. I was getting really frantic as well, like going to the grocery store and picking up anything and everything I could find. And that was the process I was going through. And something that she mentioned in her video just really struck a chord with me. And she had mentioned, this is a time that you can really focus on your homemaking. And for me, I am a stay-at-home mom of 3. I have not worked a day job for almost 6 years. My daughter is going to be 6 in June, and I quit my job at the beginning of June to start my maternity leave, and I never went back to a 9-to-5 job. So I've been a stay-at-home mom for 6 years. And in terms of, homemaking, like I do the best, but honestly, you guys, most nights my husband is fending for himself when it comes to dinner. Like the laundry is piled high. Sometimes I don't even like get dressed. Sometimes I'm not even wearing underwear. Like I won't brush my teeth or put deodorant on. Like I have really lacked in terms of my like homemaking process, as well as like my personal hygiene. So when she mentioned like getting up in the morning and getting excited about what you're going to create that day, it just really struck a chord in me. So I appreciate her I appreciate her focusing on more joys of what's going on right now versus focusing on what she doesn't have, what we don't have, and all the negatives. So that was really important for me to listen to, for her to kind of flip this and make it more of a positive. So I really appreciated her mentioning that. So she also made a point of making yourself just feel better. And like I mentioned, there were days last week where I was not getting dressed. There were days when I was strolling the house, smelling probably really funky, and just not taking care of myself. So she mentioned, get yourself dressed, put a little makeup on, like be presentable to like answer the door or run out to the grocery store for a quick, if you need to go to the grocery store to be a little bit more presentable. And I will say this, the days that I am not put together, I feel like complete SHIT. But the days that I actually take a little time to, put a little makeup on, get an outfit on, even if it's like activewear, get me out of the clothes I slept in the night before. So I really appreciated her mentioning that and just giving me that like extra nudge that I needed to slap some sense in me. So for that, Nikki, I don't know if you are watching this video, but I can't assume that you would watch this video, but if you are watching this video, I just wanted to thank you so much for slapping some sense into me and getting me out of the rut that I've currently been in, which I'm sure a bunch of us have been in the same exact rut the past 2 whatever weeks. So I just want to encourage you guys to continue to see more positives in what's going on. I had even mentioned to my husband a few weeks ago, I mentioned to him, this is probably a hard time, obviously, for people who travel for work that do like different like trade shows, conventions, but also it's kind of a break for them of having to do all of this nonstop travel and actually being able to be at home for a little bit more than normal. So I have a friend whose husband literally was traveling like every weekend because he does medical sales. So he was at a new trade show every single week. And she had mentioned that it's been so nice having him around because he's not constantly on the go traveling. So she actually has like more time with her husband. The kids have more time with their husband. And I'm also just treating this time as some extra time that I have my kiddos at home with me. So there's other things I can do with them. There's things we can create. There's projects we can do. There's tons of things that if you just look around your house, there's tons of things that you can do in your home to feel productive, to be creative, to continue to, make your home a home, like Nikki mentioned. So that is what I'm focusing on. So now, for the remainder of this quarantine, I'm going to be starting to make a list, like a grand list of things that I have just put off doing for so long in my house. Like we have lived in this house for 2 years, and there are a ton of projects that I have skipped on doing. There's a ton of things in the daily routine that I skip on doing because honestly, I'm just too lazy. But with me barely leaving the house, I feel like there is no excuse for my laundry to pile up. There's no excuse for my husband to have to continue to make his own dinners throughout the week. There's just no excuse for it. So I hope this kind of like encourages you guys to see this quarantine in a different light and also to take a look at the next few weeks we have moving forward with the rest of this pandemic. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I just know I am here for you guys. I am praying for you guys. If you want to reach out via DM, send me an email. You let me know what you want to talk about, and I would be happy to support you guys. So I will talk to you guys all later. Bye, guys.